Let's review assignment 1, the personal vision statement. What is the personal vision statement? It's your life's goals written out. It's about finding and creating your perfect business that considers both your personal and professional goals. A personal vision statement guides you as you develop your business strategy. So let's review some of the content areas we have here. These keywords are personal. There's going to be a column below that describes your personal and business. The column goes up and down. Business goes up and down. So what is, when we talk about in this assignment, personal reflects to anything that describes the type of personal lifestyle you desire outside of your work, business, or professional career. And we'll give you an example here. Whereas your business is, this column describes your career or professional lifestyle. And we're trying to separate the difference between what is your personal areas, your priorities and goals, and what is your business. So this is why we've created two columns. The priorities are, these are the most important things in your life. And so we'll want to identify your personal priorities, and those could include your spouse or partner, immediate family, extended family, friends, associates, etc. Or it could be your business priorities. And this is what's important to you in your business life. This includes the status you might want to hold in your community, the amount of money you need to earn from your business, whether you need to launch your own new product, increasing the number of customers in your business if you're already an existing business, building a brand name. These are things that are most important to you. Your goals are specific accomplishments that can be achieved to increase the value or the experience of your things that are most important to you, your priorities. They should be, your goals should be aligned with your priorities. They can be reviewed monthly or annually to track progress and provide yourself an opportunity to make changes if need be. We want to make sure that you create SMART goals, and there is a lesson in the module about that. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For more information, make sure you review that lesson. The structure is how you'd like to set up the working mechanics of your personal and business lifestyle. Okay, so make sure you answer those questions with what you would want to get out of it. And finally, your personal vision statement is where you look at column A, your personal, and you look at column B, the business, and you try to see how can we align the priorities and goals of both of those into creating a personal vision statement of what you would like to accomplish in the future. We say it should be in the next year, but you can make it as long as or as far out in your future as you want. So let's go over the assignment. So let's go through this activity. So the first thing is priorities. Ooh, excuse me. So I'm going to give you an example here. This was me and I'm Matteo and I have this life, so imagine it's not me, but my alter ego Matteo. My priorities might be health, travel, and family are the most important things to me. So I just list the things that are most important to me. You don't have to do very many of them. 3 is good. 5 is probably getting to the point where it's too much. So it's not everything that is important to you, it's the things that are most important to you. Okay, and try to list them in order as well. Goals. So write down a goal for each of these priorities. So for health, we want to make them SMART goals, so specific and measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For the health priority, be able to walk a mile in under 10 minutes and make sure that time-bound, so I say by summer. Travel, that's important to me, it's a priority, so let's set a goal. I want to travel to Mexico with my family this summer. And finally, for family, this is often difficult, but you want to set goals for everything that's a priority. Spend more time at home. So this is kind of an area where I would want to see it a little bit more detailed. More time is not really specific. So I'm glad that I made it a little more specific here. I said, want to be able to walk my kids to and from school every day within the next year. Okay, so that's how I'll spend more time with my kids. Okay, that's good. It's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Good. So this is how I structure my personal life is over here. How much money would I like to make to run my personal life? So I would want to make at least a month I'm not telling you how much I need a month, but it's whatever is up to you. It could be $1,000 a month. It could be $100,000 a month. So you're not trying to say what you would like to make. It's what you, not necessarily what you would like to make, but how much you would need to live comfortably. Okay, this is not a lotto type situation. It's like, how much would you like to make in order to run your personal lifestyle like you like, listed here. How many hours a week do you want to work? I want to be able to walk my kids to school every day and pick them up and have my weekends free. So there's only a little gap of time in there. So maybe about 4 hours a day is what I'm looking to work. So that's fine. It could be 4 hours a day. It could be 12 hours a day. Whatever is up to you on your personal lifestyle. Where do you want to live and work? I'd like to live in San Diego. It can be kind of tough living in California. It can be challenging living in San Diego. It's very expensive, but my parents live here, so I'd like to live here if possible. How would you manage your family and employees? So for the personal section, talk about how you'd like to manage your family. So this is more of the mechanics, and you can just use a couple sentences. I'd like to spend time in the morning and afternoons with them, ideally having the weekends free as well. Okay, great. Describe the personal satisfaction you would like to receive from your efforts in life and work. I would feel very satisfied if my children are successful. Okay, so I'm getting personal satisfaction knowing that my children have the advantages that I'd like to provide for them. It feels good for me. That is most important to me. So it's not what I think I want. Don't write what you think the instructor wants to hear. Write what you really isn't most important to you. Okay. So let's go up and do the business side. Okay, so they should be totally disconnected. Keep them separate from right now. Okay, so what are priorities in your business? I want to start a business that provides independence and freedom. Those are my two priorities right now, because right now I might be working for someone else and I'm not able to do all the things I want to do in my personal lifestyle. So if I had independence and freedom to set my own hours, that would be really important to me. So what are some goals that I might set in the next year? Start a side business in the next, I think it's 3 months. And the next one is be able to replace my income so I can leave my job in 6 months. So start a side business in 3 months and leave my job in about 6. That would be great. 2 great goals if I could do that. How much money would I like to make from the business? So here is, I'd like to leave my job and start my own business. So if you had to give up your existing job, you might want to make 100% of what you normally make, or you might even take 50% of what you need to make. So how much would you like to make from your business? Put this over here. We'll check and see if they compare to each other later on when we're developing our personal vision statement and doing the rest of our work. But leave it as right now like what you would like to make. Do not put an unreasonable amount. So if you're going to be selling tamales or something like that, don't say that you want to make $1 million a month. Put it in some type of realistic frame here. How many hours a week do you want to spend in each category? Okay. So for work, I'd like to be open about 5 hours a day from 10, this should say 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll change that later. So from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I can spend an hour each evening doing accounting and other tasks. So maybe 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day running a business. I'm not sure what the business is because we're not talking about a business here. We're just talking about the structure of it. Okay, we're not talking about your business. We're just talking about how it should be set up. Where do you want to work? Again, I want to work from home in San Diego. So I'm going to list what's the ideal situation here. Describe how you would manage your employees. I don't want to have any employees, to be honest, because I understand they can take up a lot of time. So I just want a solo business. I want to keep my business very simple. What personal satisfaction should I get from my business? I don't really care what I do in my business, as long as I can find one that fits into the hours income as I describe above. Okay, some people really need to do whatever it is that they're going to list. If that's the most important thing to you in your structure, then list it here. If you're flexible on it, list it here as well. So finally, after you've done this, review. Okay, try to keep them separate when you write them down, but when you're done, kind of look over this. And again, talk about your personal vision statement. And under your personal vision statement, go back up to the instructions here. It should have three sentences that combines your priorities, goals, and structures of both your personal and business life. The first sentence should state what you want to do in the next year. This is your vision of the future. The second sentence explains how you might accomplish this vision. What would you actually do to achieve that vision? The third sentence should state why you are pursuing the vision, the why. So it's basically saying what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and why you're going to do it. Okay? Those are the three areas to focus on. Remember, you're not expected to include every priority or goal in your personal vision statement, just the ones you're most interested in. So you've got these personal and businesses in here. Just figure out very simply what you want to do in the next year, taking these things into consideration. 1, as an example, I want to start a side business I can work on at night and the weekends in the next 3 months and eventually turn that into a full-time at-home business within a year. Notice that I'm not really saying what the business is, but if I could achieve everything on the right column and everything on the left in my personal and business, I'll figure that out later in this course. But right now I'm just saying this is something I think I can achieve. Okay, that's important to me. How? Honestly, this is where you can be honest. I'm not sure how I might accomplish this yet, but I have some ideas that I will use in this course. And I will use this course to consider which is the best option in the next 3 months. And the third is a why. Why do I want to achieve this vision? For me, it's important because working from home and setting my own schedule allowed me to spend more time with my children and parents and give me more flexibility in my schedule, which would improve my mental and physical health. Okay, so we've got these things. That's done. It's a very simple exercise. There's no right or wrong answer on here. But you're going to use this as the start of your assignments in completing the course. This is the personal vision statement. Next assignment, we'll look at your business model. This is how we might create a business that would satisfy both your personal and your business priorities and goals, and achieve your personal vision statement. That's why I don't really want you to focus on the specifics of what type of business you have in your personal vision statement. More focus on the business structure and what you really want to get out of the efforts that you want to do, because then it makes it easier to try to find the business model that will fund this professional and personal lifestyle. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this activity, and please talk to your instructor if you have any questions.